Yeah, he's gonna invite you eventually. Okay, we're live now. Just let me know if you're in the
He's
lobby.
invited me. He's invited me.
Yeah, he's gonna invite you. Yeah.
Come on. Yes, let's go. Go.
Yeah. Okay, great. Yep, we've joined as confirmation.
Go. Ah, stupid gay.
Yep. Hello everyone and welcome to Gavra Racing for F1 2021, and we are here around Russian circuit. Sorry for a bit of a late. The game apparently caused my good friend here, Low Lion, to lag out of the lobby, which caused us to build a bit of a big maintenance. Both managed to get through it, hopefully. So hello everyone in the chat. So yeah, so alongside me is actually Low Lion, who's gonna be taking with me in the action here around a circuit where people hate it. I'm not sure why. Honestly, to be honest,
Ooh! DVD has just gone round.
there's that damage for the British driver.
I'm
No.
not sure. I don't think so.
Yeah, so at the moment that's no damage, but that's a bit of a...
Excuse me.
that's fine. So at the moment, Heblarina now tops the timings. So I was just saying, also that Apex knocks that off the park with about 1 second faster. So that is a fantastic time. The Hebler now thrown it through the final call. Let's see what can the German do, and he goes third fastest, so he's about 2/10 behind his teammate or his brother. And yes,
Chinley.
as our Chinley goes fastest, second fastest actually. Now we're gonna see what can the other drivers do to maybe challenge that 131.317. Let's see what can Tabi Doptex do. What about Jutsikev through the final corner? The man goes as third faster, 32.3, and he's on the medium, so pretty interesting there. But that's just fantastic from Jutsikev, as at the moment he is P3 on the medium tyres, which is so that means he's very quick round here. And I'll let you know, all of you, he is an absolute rocket on pace, raw pace. He's just amazing. Driving for the Super League Premier Series, I believe. So this man's got real pace, Low Lion.
Yeah. Just Shortbread is actually rounding the final corner. Where is Shortbread going to put this on the soft? He does go P3 just in front of Jutikev. But yeah, bearing in mind Jutikev is on the medium, so if he's got that pace on the mediums, I'll really do wonder what he can produce on the soft tyre.
Yeah, so I believe the soft tyres. The tyre wear for this circuit is probably the asphalt round this circuit is not as bad as, like, other tracks. It's apparently the best for the tyres. The tyres just adore this circuit. As someone's just gone third. That's Joshi with a 1 minute 31.8. So pretty good time there. As O'Reilly, the man from the Super League, 11th. And that's not a pretty good result for him. But at the moment, I was just saying at the start of the proceedings that Russia is not a bad track, honestly. If you look back to the actual F1 race in real life, if you look to that, it wasn't that horrendous. I actually loved that race. One of my favourite races in Gavra Racing, as I believe Jutsikev's going for another run, so I think he's gone for a hot lap, a cool down to cool down the tyres, because tyre temperatures can be a bit topsy as well. So let's see how the drivers will deal with that. Maybe their tire pressures on their setups will be pretty low. But as you can see, this corner, I just hate it. There's a sausage curb is just not in my he's 2/10 up his time, so that's great for just to get as he gets up with a bit of a Larry exit. The rear just wants to step out there, but that's just great driving there from Jutsi Kev. He's going to put his foot to the floor now through the left hander there. Don't touch the sausage curb because you might go a bit airborne, so
Seen that
complain.
before.
Yes, we have seen that
Oh,
before.
he's going to get a nice toe.
Yes, he gets a pretty good toe, and that is from JMB Surreal. So JMB Surreal favouring the senior Red Bull of Jutsikev. So Jutsikev is going to have so much more pace, but he's got a bit of too deep because of how much overspeed he had, because of the toe. But this corner is just so difficult traction-wise, and I was going through now that he done that pretty decently. Maybe could have carried over slightly more speed. But now through the final corner goes Jutsikev, the Red Bull driver. Let's see what he could do. He improves by 3/10, but it's not enough to gain, or it is enough to go P5 4. But yeah, so Jutsikev, yes, Jutsikev's going to get pole. I'm calling it. He's going to get pole. And yeah, it's going to be a very, very high chance he's going to get it because the raw pace he has is just amazing. But let's see. But someone that Apex at the moment is fastest with a 31.3, which is
That is a good lap.
That's a good lap, but maybe Jutikev will probably knock that off the park. Either the 32 maybe if he's ballsy, but let's see. So Tabby Dopdeck's out into the straight. He goes out roaring that black Mercedes through the straight, and now over 300 kilometers per hour. Is no DRS, which is very weird. There's yellow flags as probably.
He's on an out lap.
He's on a out lap. Oh, for goodness, I'm joking. But yeah, I thought he was on a lap because I
the way
thought,
he was going.
Yeah, how the leaderboard was going. But let's see what could JB Cyril do in the AlphaTauri, the British driver now, not having the best of seasons. He's been here in the weekend league for a long time. He's been pretty quick, but this season he hasn't been as ideal as he would have been. So now the driver now goes through now the final couple of corner, through the final corner, make sure not invalidate, and that is about 3/4 of a tenth of improvement. So that's pretty decent, but not enough to move up or down a place. So JB's rule, that's all you got in his pocket at the moment. But the Aston Martins are looking mighty strong. As just a quick fact, Shortbread can win the championship if his champion is close to championship rival Tabby Dopdex could try and negotiate something out of that Mercedes as he's now running a lap, which he's invalidated. And speaking of invalidations, he's, as you can just saw there, Low Lion, that he actually bounced on the curb a bit, but well, for a very short moment. But at the moment, let's just see who is on a quick lap. The Hebler's invalidated, hence his brother Heblerino, but
Ooh, Simon, that Apex is not. He's 5/10 down. He's not improved. He is 5/10 slower than his previous lap. So I don't know if Simon, that Apex, has got everything out of the Haas on his first lap.
So now there's a poll going, who is going to get pole? And it's got to be Jutsikev, man. This man is just absolutely rapid. Now he's going out on the soft. He's just so dominant, but it's his first appearance in a weekend league for this season. As now he's going to go in that ball and try and rage every ounce of energy he has. He can try and put it. There's 5 minutes left in qualifying here before we go on to the first race. But at the moment, Jutikev's going to get is leading the pole for who is going to get pole position, and Jutikev has got 3.
I think no, Shortbread is just starting his lap then. So got Shortbread on a lap. Jutikev, Yeah, I think Kev, I do agree with you. Kev is going to stick it on pole. He's just too quick. But Shortbread is going to head through turn 1 and 2 right now. So I think the Shortbread is going to put it P2. Simon the Apex, yeah, unfortunately couldn't improve by much. But Matza has actually not put it that far behind Simon the Apex. So interesting from the two houses. They're very quick.
Yeah, so Shortbread 2/10 up in the first sector, so Shortbread making amends on his previous lap. That's someone of a big jump. That's Matza. That's not Matza. That's the Hebler going third fastest. Thank you. As now Shortbread now going through, I believe turn 11, and now through now the DRS zone. Now that McLaren's going to be roaring down the straight now. As now over 300 kilometers per hour now through now it is hard braking zone, and now through the left hander here does touch that sausage curb, which I don't like using that, but at the moment let's see what he can put to the max here in the final sector. Now going through now the penultimate corner as he touches that curb nicely. Now through the final corner does get a great exit, and that is fastest by 200ths from Simon that Apex, as Matt is as Simon that Apex's brother or teammate. Now goes out to the pits for a lap, but let's see what can De Hebler do in the Ferrari, the German. I believe on a slow lap, yes he is. So let's see what can he do. Maybe at the end of the session he's gonna pull on soft, but let's see the rapid man, the rapido, Jutsikev is on your way now as he's 5/10ths up. So pretty good as Billy Misu gets a great lap with a 1 minute 31.5. Hello to Remy Ashwin. As now there's a lock up for Jutsikev again, so Jutsikev not doing a great lap, but let's see what he can squeeze out of that Red Bull. Now through the final corner goes the Red Bull, now fractually through the final corner he goes, let's see, and it is fastest by 600ths of a second.
And, I mean, in my opinion, I think he can actually go quicker than that.
Yes, so maybe Jutsikev can go quicker, but I believe he's on another lap, as he's cut the track of turn 1. So hello, thank you for JJ1 for 1 bit. As Simon that Apex now on his lap. Let's see what can a Dutchman do. I did play for the last 3 months. Wow, Jutsi. Well, great, that was very great, but let's see what can Simon that Apex do. One contender for pole position. Let's see what can he do, the Dutchman. And let's see, is he going to be the flying Dutchman here in Russia? Now through turn 4, does go a bit wide, that's an invalidation. What can his brother Matza do? Can he pull out something for the Haas team? Let's see now, look, Haas now going to be trying to get pole position. It's going to be Matza's first pole position of the season. And let's see what can he do now through turn 4. That he goes now going to this very small straight now into turn 5. He's about 500ths up on his time, so 2/4 of a tenth ahead of his previous lap right now. As he goes a bit wide, I thought that would be an advantage, but he's pretty much done that. The corners pretty perfectly. As now Matza now through turn about turn 10, he goes a bit wide. That is lap finish there as Billy Misi now goes into the pits. Is there anyone else on laps? As Tabby Dobdex is on a lap. Let's see who anyone else. MRCS is on a lap. A lot of drivers are on laps, but now let's see. Simon that Apex, what can he do? Let's see. What can he do? So who won the pole? It was Jutsikev. And yes, so let's see. But Jutsikev and Shortbread have pulled out of the pit. So now Simon that Apex has got to. Can he prove Shortbread and Jutsikev wrong here, low lion? He's going now through turn 3.
Tammy Top Deck was on a lap. He's just gone very deep in the heavy braking zone after the sort of straight. So yeah, I don't think he's going to be actually doing that well in qualifying. I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't finish in the top 5. But I can't count this man out. He's a good driver, but I cannot count him out at all.
Yeah, so I believe Sana Apex now running out of corners and opportunities. He's a 10th down in the first sector, so now can Sana Apex pull anything else out of the bag here in Sochi? So now
He's running out of
through
fuel.
a straight, now he is running out of fuel. He's under a lap, and now he's through now over 315 kilometers per hour, and now and now he executes this section pretty good, nicely. He gets a bit of oversteer through at the exit of turn 12, I believe, as now through now the penultimate corner, the Dutch driver goes now through the final corner. Is it pole position? And is it?
It's
It's
not.
not by 8 milliseconds.
Oh,
Misses
Matt's is
out.
invalidated.
Mats is invalidated. De
The
Hebler
Hebler.
now, what can he do? A 10th up in the first sectors now. As yeah, unlucky for the Hasper is stuck P3 and P4. They take the second row, but unless the Hebler could spoil the party here, the German, as now he's opening and closing a DRS, so not sure what he's doing, but now over 320 kilometers per hour, so he's got a very low downforce setup. The German, he's 5 milliseconds behind, goes pretty deep, as now through those corners. You guys have great overlays this weekend.
Oh!
Oh, that's the Hebler spinning out. As JB Shaw's got a
Oh!
5-place grid penalty for illegal blocking.
When he's finished his lap and there's nothing he can do about it.
So
Is
that is pretty
weird.
weird. That's pretty stupid.
And Tabby Top Decks cannot better his P11. So Tabby Top Decks is not in the top 10. And that is good for Shortbread. That is exactly what Shortbread wants. But our pitter then is going to go P13. So, not great qualifying for him.
But let's see what can Shortbread do in the final sector now. Let's see what can he do. He's not in AI. And now through the final corner he goes. And now he does go, he's about 37,000 of a second down. Unfortunately today, there are no overlays. Yeah, unfortunately we found through some issues, as we could have put yeah, sadly there's no overlays, but this, I guarantee you there will be some next week, but hopefully if everything goes to plan. But yeah, at the moment it is Jutsikev against the odds, starting on pole position for the Russian Grand Prix for race 1 here in the weekend league, and Jutsikev has done great, but just by 6 thousandths, 600ths of a second. Okay, too bad. Yeah, they were awesome, yeah, but unfortunately we couldn't do anything, sadly. But here's the results. Just look how close they are, Low Lion.
Yeah. So obviously the man we expected to get pole was Jitskev, and he did get that pole position with Shortbread, not too far behind. Jeremy Cyril getting a 5-place grid penalty, but it doesn't really mean anything anyway. Unfortunately, because the man was in last position, so he runs through the grid.
So, Jutikev, Shortbread, Sander Apex, Matza, Billy Misu, Orenzi, De Hebler, Chinley, Joshi, Heblerino take the top 10. Tabby Dopdex, DBD, Alpita, JB Cyril, and then MRCS take the spots outside the top 10, as now the race is going to start with sunny spells around Sochi, a venue where the Olympics have happened. And let's see what can the drivers do. Is it going to be any safety cars? Is it going to be any chaos? Because into turn 1 can be pretty chaotic. So let's see what can the Swiss driver of Jutsikev do. What can MRCS do, maybe from 14th on the grid? Maybe can do a great start. Everything's in here, but now we're going to wait for the formation lap, Low Lion. And here are the tyre choices, Low Lion. So, we've got Tabby Dobdex starts on the mediums, interestingly, as hence our Peter and JMB Surreal in on the medium. JMB Surreal loves to be on a medium compound of tyre low line, doesn't he?
Yeah. He loves that set. He loves mediums.
Yeah, he just wants the faster compound at the end of the race. He doesn't want to be struggling. But Yummy Yashin says, never seen Justin Gav before this season. Yeah, he's not new to Gavra racing. He is pretty experienced. He's been in the Super League, F1 2020. Yeah, he couldn't join the previous races. Yes, he couldn't join the previous races, unfortunately, but he managed to make some time to join this race. He's a superstar. Yeah, he's a very quick driver. Very quick. But let's see what will happen in the race here, as now we're going to be slowly now concluding the formation lap. So strategy is going to be pretty easy, soft to medium. Obviously, it's the good old days because it's 13 laps around. It's pretty tight to say. It can be pretty difficult to overtake at times because DRS changes can occur.
Yeah.
I'm hoping to hassle a podium. Yeah, but yeah, everything can happen here. So yes, let's see what can some of that Apex or Matza do, because one of the Hasses is they're so close in front. Yeah, exactly, Gavra. But now, as you can see, 4 of them are so close, and now the AI is controlled by them. As now they're going to be starting the race, Low Lion, and we can't wait.
So yeah, it should be a very interesting race start. I do predict that there is going to be a little bit of an incident, but I'm not sure where it will come from. So yeah, it should be an interesting one.
Yes, and now the drivers are lining up on the grid, and we're going to be starting round number 7. And it's going to be around the 2014 Olympics venue around Sochi. So let's see, can maybe somehow Mercedes continue their dominance here in the weekend as you see, grid absolutely chaotic. Now the revs rise as Joshi's got a drive for a penalty for a jump start. As just that's having away we go. Jutsi Kevs gets a fantastic start. Samla Apex gets a great start as Shortbread does not get a very good start. As Matza has now is 4 wide, I believe, nearly 4 wide. As now it's 3 wide between the 2 Ferraris and the Alfa Romeo. As now there's 2 drives going off the track. That's MRCS and one of the Alfa Romeos there. I believe that's our Peter, but everyone's off pretty clearly. As it's lots of wheel-to-wheel action, as now everyone's off the line pretty clearly. But Chutsikev got a great start, as well as Simon that Apex. And at the moment, I've got 1 car on the podium, as now Matt's going to be challenging to get the other spots onto the podium.
Oh, Chinley! Chinley's in the wall!
Oh, Chinley's got front wing damage on someone.
Another person, DBD!
DBD, no front wing, so we've got 2 drivers now with no front wing. It says safety car. It's a virtual safety car. As nice start. It's not a bit of a clean start, but pretty clean start. But unfortunately, there was some we just dealt through 2 incidents, and yeah, pretty unfortunate, but that's a great start for Simon that Apex, and as well, but pretty bad start from Shortbread, but he's still P3 at the podium, which is not too bad. As Chinley, this is a great opportunity for him. No safety car, it's a virtual safety car at the moment, as now we'll be getting a notification soon. I believe they made a mistake. Yeah, DBD did make a mistake. Yeah, Chinley. Yeah, Chinley, yeah, so all of them are committing to the 1 stop. So MRCS, Peter, Joshi, and DBD, and Chinley obviously with a front wing change, hence DBD. So they're going to commit to the 1 stop. As now, Jamie Shrew gets a free drive for a penalty for speeding under the safety car.
Yep, unlucky for the driver of what's his name?
JMB
PB,
Shrill.
JMB. Yeah, unlucky for JMB Zaril. He got that drive-through penalty. But obviously it's unlucky for him. As there's a lot of people following each other, getting right on their gearboxes, but it's really hard to pass here at Russia.
Yeah.
Speaking from experience, so yeah, and I think there could be a pass with Billy Misu and Orange, but I'm not sure. So
Yeah, so now let's see, Orangey now supremely close now to Billy Misu. He's going to try and stick the wheel up the inside. He's not going to do that because he's pretty bit too far. But at the moment, Jutikev leads the Russian Grand Prix from pole position. Something like Apex with a great start. P2, Shortbread P3 with the Dutchman, one of the Dutchman's that's hence his brothers. As some Apex cuts the track there, as Jutikev sets the fastest lap of the Grand Prix, some of that podium. Let's see, as DRS is enabled, JB Cyril sets the fastest lap of the Russian Grand Prix, so JB Cyril setting the pace with that drive-through penalty, which could be very costly at, as now Billy Misu and Orangey are side by side through turn 3. Billy Misu is still ahead, but does Orangey have the grip? He goes down the inside, as now there's contact between the pair of them. Orangey has spun, as now Orangey is 10th, and now could be way back the field, as maybe there's a bit of contact, as it was pretty tight, but both of them, not much space between both of them, but that is very unfortunate for Orangey, who's done a very good start to the race, but unfortunately he has been demoted to P10 with an incident. And at the moment, as now some of that Apex, looking on Strutsikev.
Ooh, very, very close together. Very close together. Action, I think with DRS, Simon could quite possibly pass the Red Bull Logistica, but I'm not sure what strategies they're on.
Yeah, so let's see what can Simon that Apex do now into the first DRS. So now Simon that Apex sets the fastest lap, but Shortbread takes that fast lap of Simon that Apex by 600ths, I believe, with a 1:34.2. So that is a pretty good lap. DPT gets a 3-second time penalty for track invalidations. Summer Apex has not passed Jutsikev, so Jutsikev safe from first attack of DRS. Shortbread now looks to be attack Simon that Apex, but now Jutsikev slowly pulling away that gap as he sets the fastest first sector by 3/10. So as Heblerino has pitted for the medium compound of tyres, as he now is exiting the pit, as he's behind Arpita and Chinley, who are scrapping away here at lap 4 for them. As now let's see Simon Apex, what's the plan here for Simon Apex? He's using the DRS, he's gaining on him. Let's see what can he do on board with the Dutchman. Now he looks to the outside, but Jutsikev defends that position. Matza can't keep pace of the top 3. He can't keep the pace. Hebler gets a 3-second penalty, but some of the Apex seems to be very good in that final sector, and he's showing that right now. So let's see, can he try and pass him again? But the dirty air, as now he does get a bit of a poor exit. Some of the Apex sets the fastest lap, but at the moment that's not an attack. Jutikev weaves to break the slipstream and the toe of Simon that Apex to limit the chances of him passing, but at the moment Jutsikev stays ahead in front at the front, as now Matza and Billy Misu trying to look to stay in that DRS of Matza's. Now Billy Misu, the man who is in the Premier Series, looking to try and seek vengeance after the poor results he had last weekend, after incidents for him, as what's happened there, Low Lion?
Simon that Apex had a little bit of a squirmy exit, and that's going to cost him time as Tabby Top Deck's Shortbride's main championship rival has got a 3-second time penalty. So I'm going to go to the standings, and whilst you're doing this, I'm going to go and check out how it stands after this race. Oh!
Oh,
Oh!
oh, Tabby Top Decks. What's happened to him?
Oh no! The Hebler made a send on Tabby Top Decks, which he shouldn't have done, and wasn't fully alongside the driver of Tabby Top Decks, stuck a wheel in, and unfortunately them two made contact and both spun around. And he's round again!
Yeah.
The hot tyres! Too hot to handle.
Yeah, the how hard it is to handle the tractor. I think he just got himself some wing damage. And Tabby Top Decks is
He's not going
really
into the pit lane.
infuriated. He's not going into the pit lane.
Oh.
As he's nearly done a Lando Norris there. Russia 2021. But as now Shortbread now looking to get some of that apex. Look how close Shortbread is. As now some of that apex now trying to defend the lead, as now Jutsi Kev is pitted for the medium tyres, as he's gonna try to make a big massive undercut on some of that apex and Shortbread. So let's see what can Jutsi Kev do here, as now Shortbread now looking maybe for another attack on some of that apex, as now he's gaining heavily on some of that apex. He's got to look to the outside of some of that apex. Some of that apex is, as he's just been stealing the lead of the Russian Grand Prix. So Shortbread takes the lead as there's a contact between Shortbread and some of that apex. Some of that apex nearly rammed the rears of Shortbread, as now some of that apex as Shortbread have now pitted. That is very close.
So I'm just going to work out the standings right now. So Tabby Top X is on 42. Shortbread on 103. If Shortbread wins this race and Tabby Top Dex doesn't come under the top 5, Shortbread wins the championship.
Yeah, so hello to Seth Wise as Cash Tangle, or Cash Tangle. I call him as Cash Tangle because why not? But anyway, Remy Ashwin, what a race. Yeah, this is getting a pretty interesting race. Everyone now on the medium. But look at the gap Jutsi Kev has pulled. But look at Matza. Can Matza try and get Tabby Top Dex, who is now P3, but he hasn't pit yet? What can Matza do? Is a spinner, and that is Chinley. Joshi.
Full safety car. Full safety car.
That is a punch in the head there for Jutsi Kev, because he's done a great job with the overcut actually.
That is also really gonna hamper Tabby Top Decks.
That's gonna pretty much hamper him. Yeah.
Pretty much to the back of the grid. So I'm actually just gonna do something. So that is a very, very interesting cause of the safety car there.
Yes, Simon lost 2 places, so Simon that apex, because of that incident, but we finally see a safety car here in a weekend league. So it's the first time this season. Not pretty happy about that because of Joshi's DNF, which was really unfortunate. I think he's crashed it or binned it, but Joshi had a very unfortunate race after looking pretty bright as Jutsi Kev now going to be leading, as I believe it's now it becomes, yeah, exactly, Gavra. It becomes interesting and very, as Tabby Dopdeck's now going to be pulling into the pits, and the places are going to drop as quick as Usain Bolt, as those positions.
He is going to be 12th, I think, after he comes out of the pit lane.
But Tabby Dopdeck's. Gav, I don't really agree with you, mate. Honestly, I know he's got the soft tires, he can have so much grip, but like, the fact is, it's not hard to overtake. He's just not gonna have a lot of time. But and
Oh,
also
right, so he's
also also he's going to be struggling with overtaking and dirty, as you just said, low 9. But yeah, he could be gaining a lot of time because he's down the lead soft runner right now on the.
78 gap.
But I do agree with it a little bit because it does make sense. He's going to gain a lot of time because of the soft tires, but he could be held up massively, and he's just going to be pushing everyone around the circuit. So let's see, what can Tabby Dopdex do? Is he going to be very aggressive at the start? Safety car restarts now. Everyone's going to be now Jutsikev leading, and there's the Aston Martin safety car, and that looks bright, amazing. It just looks very nice, as I believe it's the first safety car. No, actually it's not. It's actually not. So, yes, France. Yeah, France. We had the safety car. So it's not the first time.
Yeah.
So I believe the second time. We haven't had the safety car now a pretty long time. So it's pretty good. It's good to see that now everyone's on the safety car because it makes the race more interesting and more action-packed. So let's see what will happen. But now everyone's going to be gaining on the pack, as now everyone's going to be slowing down, as now we're going to be awaiting DBD to to go back to the pack, as now he's going to be gaining so much. I'm just going to look at the interval gaps, as now there's a poll who wins the race, and I'm going to put in a response. Jutsikev he's got the race pace to win this. I think he's going to win it, but yeah, now they're going to be seeing how.
So, by the way, I just wanted to say that if Shortbread stays in his position right now, and Tabby Topdeck stays in his position right now, Shortbread will come across the line and be Weekend League Season 7 champion.
Yeah, so maybe Shortbread could be denied here because maybe he will be in an incident, but DBD is now going to be starting to gain so much now, as he might be running out of time here. So DBD's got to put a move on here because he might be a bit too late. But now, yeah, so he's going to be in time now because he's right there now. You can't see the cars yet, but he's going to see him very soon as he jumps over that curb. If he was just on board, yeah, just looking at it, bam. That's what happens when you touch that curb, or any of the curbs in Russia, especially this one where DPD coming onto. That orange curb on the left hand side, you could just bounce or go airborne, taking off on an airplane. But now.
What is happening? DBD just ghosted through our pitter.
As DBD has given the position back, there's now safety car in this lap. So now Jutsikev, the Swiss driver, is going to be looking to make this safety car restart, as he's going to want it to start this as late as humanly possible because he doesn't want to give the toe. As though the Hebler's done something. The Hebler's spun.
Oh, he's round! The Hebler's round! I can't believe it. Just before the safety car restart, the Hebler's round. But when is Jutsikev going to go? And when is he going to go on it? And is Shortbread going to get a good restart? If Shortbread gets in front of Jutsikev, I think he's won the race, in my opinion.
Yeah, but so Jutsukev's going to start this as late as possible. As now he started it, as he's looked up. As you get a bit of a put exit, but it's green flag racing here in Gavra Racing, as now some that Apex does not get a very good restart. He's 7 tenths behind, but now that's Tabby Dopdex and Orenzi having their own battle, as now a lot of slipstream action now happening at the front. But now Tabby Dog is going down the inside of turn 1 or turn 2 if you want to add that right hander I mean. As a corner, as now Tabby Dopdex takes P8, and now he's going to be starting to gain on Heblerino quickly, Gavra. Now this is when
Heblerino side by side,
as he looks,
side by side.
Yeah, so he looks to try and get past MRCS, but MRCS stays ahead, but MRCS is P6 at the moment, so MRCS is in the chance for points. It's probably one of his first points in Gavra Racing, so MRCS looking to try, but it's getting pretty cloudy here around Sochi, so maybe you'll get up very late rain, but I really doubt it. But at the moment, Jotsikev still leading, Matza closing in as some of that apex is something's happened to him, as now he's losing a heaps of time. Matza is in contention for the race win. Just look how close he is to Shortbread. And let's see what can Matza do at the end of the race. Or Shortbread, can he try?
Heblerino having a look on MRCS.
As Heblerino looking on MRCS. MRCS not pretty quick now, as now Heblerino's going to have a bit of a slipstream here. MRCS using ERS, he's forced to use it, but Heblerino with the slipstream. MRCS still using that ERS, hence Heblerino, but he's going to go round the outside. MRCS defends that, but Heblerino does a great job. I mean, MRCS does a great job in defending.
Oh, JMB
Cerula spun at the exit of turn 1, maybe a collision, but Heblerino and MRCS looking for to get a move as there's a As there's free wide, there's a contact between MRCS and Heblerino and Tabby Dogdex as Neely, and Tabby Dogdex Neely is forced to touch that wall as there's big contact between Tabby Dogdex. There's another banging, there's just banging wheels here. As that is DPD now spinning, and that is
Orancy
the Hebler and Rainsy as well. No, not the Hebler, Orancy spinning out.
He made contact with Tabby Topdex. Tabby Topdex came back onto the circuit and he weaved into Orange's path. And if you might have just seen as well, Tabby Topdex went airborne there.
Wow.
And I think he's actually got a slight bit of front wing damage. It looks pretty understeery.
Yeah, I'm just looking at my Mercedes. I don't see any damage, but maybe it's phantom damage.
Look understeery.
Yeah, big aggressive battle. Yeah, they're pretty aggressive there. Wheels out, and they both of them had razor blades on their elbows on the cars, but it didn't work out up to par. But look at Shortbread and Jutsikev. Shortbread ran the outside as that's DBD, but now Shortbread is not forced out to go to the outside. DBD's retired from the race.
Tabby, another penalty.
Tabby's got another 3-second time penalty, but now we've got to focus on Shortbread versing Jutsikev. This is for the win, but Shortbread's got a 3-second time penalty for the track invalidation. So Jutsikev will probably get this win unless he gets a 3-second time penalty. Let's see what can happen, because we've got more than two. So dirty driver going on here. Yeah, a bit of mistakes there, but that'll definitely be looked at. But here goes Shortbread round the outside with DRS, but Jutsikev looks to the inside, you know, but fortunately is dethroned from the lead of the Russian Grand Prix here. But now Matza looking on Jutsikev, but let's see what can Jutsikev do.
What a move from Chinley on MRCS. He just done a beautiful switchback. Honestly, that could be a contender for overtake of the week.
Yes, let's see. Yeah, so let's see what will happen there. But Chinley moves up to 7th place. So that's a final lap of the Russian Grand Prix here. As now let's see, it's now Shortbread, and now Jutsikev looks to the inside there. He's looking for the flesh, which is ahead of him, which is Shortbread, but Shortbread is looking so close, but Jutsikev looks to the inside, as now Jutsikev looks to the slowing fast out, but doesn't quite work for the Swiss driver. But it looks like Jutsikev will anyway take this win, but at the moment it looks like Shortbread is going to win the championship unless
Yep.
Jutsikev gets a 3-second time penalty. De Hebler gets a 3-second time penalty. Jutsikev could be denied here if he does get a 3-second time penalty, but I believe now it's over as now Jutsikev and now Shortbread battling now for the final corners now of the Russian Grand Prix. There's a bit of collision between them, and now it's this great
And
racing
Tabby
between
Top
them.
is going to pass on yes?
Yes, he will. MRC is now forced into P9, but Jutsikev did get the pass, but now maybe Jutsikev will get something, maybe, but it's going to be Jutsikev, first race of the season. It's going to be his first win in Gavra Racer here, not in Gavra Racer for the Weekend League this season, as Simon, that Apex, Billy Misu, in third position. That is amazing for Billy Misu.
Is Tabby Top Deck's gonna get
10th.
points? Your answer, he
He's
isn't.
out.
So, Shortbread is gonna be your Weekend League Season 7 Drivers' Champion. So congratulations to the McLaren driver. What an achievement.
Yeah, so let's see if that is confirmed, but I believe it is, because I believe it's probably going to be the championship, but Shortbread's just dominated this championship. But he has done amazing. MRCS has done amazing. Billy Misu, round of applause to him. He's done an absolute dream of a race, as that is now going to be Jutsikev taking the checkered flag and winning the Russian Grand Prix. But the main question is it going to be 2 out of 2 in race wins, or maybe 2 out of 2 in qualifying? We'll see. And now the race. The race has been some that podium confirmed, yes. And yeah, and just Matza taking P6, so solid points for Haas for the first time this season. Haas not having pretty good times around circuits, but this one was fantastic. And yeah, what a race! Great race.
Yeah, I just can't believe how dominant Shortbread has been this year. I mean, what do you think about that? I mean, he's been so good, especially around all the circuits. Such consistence with Shortbread. So, just want to congratulate him especially.
Yeah, so Shortbread is your champion, but just going to conclude the race results. So Jutsikev, Simon at Apex, Billy Misu take the top 3, and the podium positions are theirs. Shortbread, your Weekend League World Champion. Chinley takes P5, Matza, Heberino, MRCS, take probably his first points for Gavra Racing, R Pizza, JMB Suro, Tabby Dopdex out of the top 10, as well as the Hebler Orange DBD, and I believe as well as Joshi, who is out as well. So yeah.
Yeah, so such an interesting race. So hopefully we can see. I hope there's rain for this race. I really do hope there's a bit of rain, just to spice things up. You know what I mean?
Yeah. The aggressive battle. Which one? It was not Billy Misu. It was, damn it. It was Tabby Dopdex.
Orange.
Was Rainsy? It was Tabby Dopdex, definitely. I'm not sure who else, but yeah, but it was around where that curb, that orange sausage curb. No, it's not you between Shortbread. That was a fantastic battle. That was a great battle. But yeah, no, it's not Shortbread and you, Self, because that was a pretty good battle. There was some bang wheels, but it's racing. But that from both of them was pretty aggressive.
Right. Yeah, it was a little bit aggressive, but you know, hey ho, stuff happens, and you know we've got to get used to the fact that that does happen.
Yes, yeah, it was in the middle of the grid. It was like at the midfield. But yeah, so now I'm gonna be taking a very short break, about 10-15 seconds, and we're gonna be now Lone is going to be taking a lap, I believe maybe of Shortbread, his favourite, to take around the qualifying circuits for one-shot qualifying, as Lone is going to take you around the circuit of Sochi in around less than 10, about 10 seconds now. And let's see who will get pole position here for one-shot qualifying and who's going to set themselves on the grid for the second race, which will be an F2 sprint points format.
So then, ready to go for short qualifying. Just says we're waiting for players, so hopefully this should change in 1 second. There we go. So we got 30 seconds then until we get going for short qualifying. It'll be interesting to see strategies, which drives on the mediums. I am going to be going on board with Jutskev. Well, actually, I'm going to go on board with Shortbread, and he is your new Weekend League champion, so that is the man I'm going to be going on board with. So, yeah, should be an interesting one. So then, if I can find Shortbread, he's dropped. Oh, no, he's at the top now. Hold on. Try and get to him. So yes then, on board with Shortbread. He's going to brake really late for turn 1 at the moment. Yep, so he's doing quite quickly. He's going to go round this hairpin, which doesn't fare that well on your tyres, but it's not too bad either. Brakes late just after the curb begins for that corner. So, yep, brakes right at the 50 board. Ran a little bit deep there, so that might hinder him a little bit, but it shouldn't do anything too much. Got to make sure not to get on the sausage curb here, and for the corner next. So, don't get on the sausage curb here, it might elevate you to heights you've never seen. So gonna go brake at the 50 board, going over there, good apex, and exit for the McLaren driver. So he's going to come down this straight, DRS flat, wide open, and brakes really late for this heavy braking zone. Ran a little bit deep there, but he wouldn't mind. He is still on set for pole position. So brakes as late as he can, had a little bit of a wiggly moment through there, had to turn in a couple of little bits of times, but he is not doing too bad. So off he goes, brakes late, turns in, coming around the final corner. Is he going to get pole? Is he going to beat Simon at apex to pole position? He is not. Shortbread comes home for P3.
Yes.
Very interesting qualifying.
Yeah, so that's a pretty good qualifying there for Shortbread, but not enough for pole position for him. But Simon at apex P1 from Chutsikev, Shortbread, Oranzi, De Hebler, Heblerino, Tabby Top Decks, MRCS, Alpita, Chinley, take the top 10.
Yep.
As DBD, as Chinley, DBD, Matza, Billy Misu, Joshi, and James Real be disqualified or didn't set a time. So really interesting.
They all invalidated.
Yeah, except from James who hasn't set time, but that is the man, Sunlight Apex, starting from pole position, and Chutsikev sets aside from P2.
So yeah, interesting qualifying. So I really hope there is a little bit of rain. Oh! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Oh my gosh!
Yes! The F1
oh, this is gonna
gods,
spice some things up. Yes.
The gods of rain from Sochi have blessed us, and we have got rain. As actually Kevin Jutsi said it.
Oh.
Jutsi Kev's actually said it in the chat. Oh my days! I was actually busy having a bit of a drink because I was absolutely mouth-watered. So yeah, rain. We've got rain finally.
Oh, it's
first
been
time.
a while.
It's been a while, and it's gonna be chaos. And this is what because we want to see chaos and fun and great racing. But it's gonna be inters for the drivers. But it's gonna be a 1 stop, probably a 0 stop, or 1 stop. What a geezer, as Remy Ashwin is going to be absolutely supporting now, Sam the Apex, but Matza is P12, so maybe can Matza do a fight back? X4 gods in the chat, OMG.
So, I'm so glad that we've finally, on Gavra Racing, we've finally got rain. Like, how long has it been? I think it was last season the last time we had rain, wasn't it? Like,
Yeah.
ages ago. Absolute craziness. I'm so glad we finally have it. It's been a long, long time. So, I mean, it should be interesting to see how the weather pans out. Is it going to get dry? Is it going to get wetter? Is it going to get is it going to get dry? Is it going to get wetter? It's going to be interesting to see if there's no stops happening, if there's one stops happening. It just all depends on what the tyre wear is like.
Yes, let's see what will happen.
Heblerino did almost just spin, by the way.
Yeah, so now everyone's going to be concluding the formation lap, and they're going to be preparing their tyres because it's very important to get a good start and to get those rears warmed up, because you might spin, and remember, someone could spin at the start because their rears just absolutely light up, or they're just too cold, and they're not ready to go broom broom racing.
Yeah. So we will soon be going for lights out. So it should be an interesting lights out. We could see a couple of spins at turn 1. We could see a couple of crashes. We could see a couple of incidents. So yeah, should be a fun one. Right then.
Yeah. Sorry, everyone. Just got some stuff to do, but yeah, so just about to see the start in the soaked Sochi, and let's see, as now
give us a good camera angle.
Yes, now the lights are going to be counting down, but obviously it's co-masters and they're not the raced up actually, so now the frogs will rise, but it's important to get a great start, as it's lights out and away we go, as now that's Jutsi Kev getting a great start, from Sam of that Apex, Shortbread, and now Heblerino gets forced pretty wide.
Someone went pretty wide there.
As that's 3 wide between 2 Alphas and the Honda Red Bull, as now everyone's pretty much says 3 drivers off the circuit. Everyone's cut the first chicane, as now someone's got no front wing. Now it's our Peter, no front wing for him, as he's just soaring, as now it's going to be absolute chaos here as our Peter, with no front wing, he's going to be starting this race, but you've got DBD who could make contact with our Peter because of no front wing. He's going to be absolutely hampered here because of this, but I'll just that's a great start though from Jutsi Kev, who was absolutely knocked off the start, as here the position gains on the everyone.
Oh,
the Hebler has crashed. He's not front wing. Yeah, just looking at the Hebler, he's got no front wing.
That's very, very interesting, as our Peter and DBD are actually going side by side. And our Peter's actually made DBD back out of that one.
Yeah, DBD just can't find a way of getting past him. As now, Jutsi Kev, a dream start for the Swiss driver, 1.7. Wrecked.
Oh! Another one!
MRCS.
He's got no front wing.
He's going to reverse into the pits.
Yeah.
He's done a Lando Norris. He's done a Lando.
I would thought that he was going to do that as well.
As that's pretty smart there, because as there's 3 drivers who have not gone their noses clear and got as they spun because of they just lost the car, or maybe in a collision. But at the moment, everyone's off clearly, and at the moment, everyone's very closely up. So yeah, it's very interesting start at the moment, especially for Heblerino, who is still starting. I believe, he's gained 2 position. Billy Misu with 7. That's great for him, but as now he's closing on his teammate Dalby Dogdex. As now let's see what can Billy Misu do. So he clears all as a bit more ERS than in the dry because you break earlier. But now look, here goes Billy Misu now looking to the inside, but he's not enough. He doesn't have enough the gap to get Tabby Dogdex. Tabby Dogdex broke a bit late there. Tebla and Joshi now going side by side. Joshi is crashed. We know he's still. This could be a safety car.
It could well be a safety car.
He's just standing there still. Like he's frozen. He's in a frozen cube.
Ah, he lagged out. He lagged out again. Joshi lagged out again.
Yeah.
It's unlucky for Joshi.
There's no safety car for him. But that's just the most strangest picture. That's probably the most coldest picture. Just looking at the man stranded there. That looks very weird, but now anyway, as like the interval gaps have gladly disappeared, and at the moment we don't know the gaps, but just looking now, there's a pretty close fight between Chinley, Matza, O'Reigns is now Peter now passing MRCS, who's got wing damage. MRCS with wing damage as MRCS is going to be battling the Red Bull through that, as that's going to be a pretty annoying thing to go through. But Jutikev doing amazing at the moment in the Red Bull, and let's see what will happen. Dutch boys are normally good in the rain, but there's Joshi still in the just sitting there normally, just casually, like nothing's absolutely happening. And yeah, just gonna hit the UI. There he just is sitting there. But I'll be to take 3 seconds out penalty for track extensions. But at the moment, as my interval gaps have glitched again, as it's pretty weird. So yeah, but shortbread. I'm just seeing Jutsikev doing an amazing job at the moment. 4 laps, as he says, for fast lap at 1:44.9. Let's see what good shortbread responds. Now all the gaps are coming back. Gladly, as now the 2 Mercedes, the Red Bull, and not the Red Bull, as yellow flags at the straight. Matza spun at the final corner there. He must have lost the rear there. The Haas, the Haas's rear not having a pretty good time there, and said, "You spun there, mate." As now, at the moment, Tabby Dopdeck still leads this pack. As O'Rainsy looking now for Chinley. Chinley as he's pushing him through turn 4. As now there's just Joshi stranded, and yeah, that's just absolute.
I'm surprised that is not a safety car.
Yeah, there's no yellow flags. That's probably why. But
I mean, I'm surprised he's not been DSQ'd.
Yeah, it's pretty strange. But at the moment, Billy Misu pressurizing his teammate very much, and he is gonna try and get past him here at the straight if he has the session. But as Joshi left the session again, as he's just stranded there, and the cameraman who is viewing Joshi must start to get a bit boring, you know. So hopefully he gets back in the car. But yeah, but DBD now looking on Matza. Let's see what can he do in the Williams, but DBD stays 11th as Jutikev sets another fast slap of a 1 minute 44.9, and that's a 4-second gap now for Jutikev, and it's looking every lap's looking more and more likely this Swiss driver will get 2 out of 2, and yeah, it's looking very, very interesting at the moment. Jutti's flying on the way. Yeah, he's absolutely flying. As now the interval gaps have gone again.
Oh, what is this?
As the DBD gets past Matsu, who is pitting for tyres for new rubber, which is very interesting. Maybe he's got some front wing damage. Now just gonna look.
Is he what tyre is he going for?
Probably the Inters. He's definitely the Inters.
He's going for heavy.
The Hebler.
No? Is
No.
he going? No. He's going. No, he's going into.
Jutsikev, 3 seconds.
Oh, and yellows. And it's a Ferrari after Hebler.
Hebler. He's got front wing end plate just gone. As I'm hearing lights.
I'm hearing the start lights.
As there's the lights.
Are they out and away we go?
What in the world is going on?
What just happened? I heard something like dun dun dun, and it's like it's out and away we go. Now there's finally yellows for Joshy.
Yay! There's gonna be a safety car.
Let's go.
Oh, he's got disqualified for parking in a dangerous location.
It was gonna happen eventually.
That is one of the most awkward situations. He's been sitting there. Has a Haas of Mats, I believe. Yeah, Matza.
Oh mate, Jutsikev, he's just too fast.
That's 3 seconds. It's not going to pose much of a threat to him because he's around 4 seconds ahead. So he's 1.6 seconds safe. So Shortbread trying maybe to look to close that gap. Jutsikev is fraud. But yeah, same like Apex 1.6 seconds to Shortbread. Shortbread now going to be trying to look maybe to close that gap to 3 seconds on Jutsikev, which will be a very hard task as Jutsikev has just have a bit of a kiss on the wall as yeah.
Ooh. Oh, that was close. Almost round was Jutsikev.
Yeah, that's pretty close there. What was this game? It hates me. Yeah, you were sitting in at turn 5 for like 3 or 4 minutes. You were just sitting there like an ice block. Everyone hates the boss. Yeah. But yeah, very unfortunate there, Joshy. But it's Codemasters. Yeah, the
shouldn't even
game
be called Codemasters anymore. They don't master any coding. I don't even know what that name's about. It should be called Glitchmasters.
Yeah. Today you've been really lucky. Yeah, exactly, man. Exactly, Gavra. The server, the lobby, I say, because surprisingly there were lights out during the race. There were lights, the 5 lights going out, which is just one of the most strangest scenarios I've seen. But yeah, really unlucky there for Joshy, who has got very bad 2 DNFs, but he could bounce back next round. I believe it is in Abu Dhabi or Mexico.
Ooh, that'll be interesting.
Did my car just stop? So, okay, I'm just gonna wait. Who's closest? So where's so where's some that Apex going now? Where Heblerino's going now? You're at the 50-meter board. You're just sitting at the 50-meter board, ghosted. At turn 5. Tabby Dogdex and Billy Misu.
Yeah, that's why I was going all for. Might sound a little bit stupid, but yeah, I was a bit shocked because Billy Misu almost ran into his teammate.
Yeah, so basically now where DBD's going now, on board with him, you're just sitting there at the 50-meter board. Ghosted. So there.
Really weird.
But yeah, now Tabitoptek's looking to try and get past Heblerino here, round to the inside. That's the yellow flag.
MRCS.
That's MRCS.
Yeah.
O'Rainsy now is but it's a big battle here between.
Oh! Contact everywhere. Oh, and there's almost someone round. And Chinley is almost round there.
There's chaos at 2x2 here.
Three wide there.
Are you kidding me? 3 wide.
Oh, and that is just closeness.
Nearly
all the
3
time.
wide.
Oh, even more contact. It's all kicking off. It's all kicking off on lap 8.
As just nearly 3 wide into turn, the final close contact between Heblerino and Rainsy, the banging wheels.
Squeeze.
As now, that's Billy Misu looking at Simon that apex. As now, this is a fantastic battle between Rainsy and Heblerino. Rainsy does inch ahead of Heblerino. I believe he's defended from Heblerino.
Simon
Billy
that
Misu
apex.
round the outside.
What has happened?
Simon that apex.
What is happening to Simon?
He's got damage. He's got damage.
Oh, I think he's made contact with the wall or something that we've not seen.
He's got damage on the left-hand side.
Oh no! So the Haas boy of Simon that apex has unfortunately got damage, and from P2 he's gone down to P9 and to drop even more. So unlucky.
Oh yeah, that is so unlucky. But Billy Misu. What a bummer. Yeah, very unfortunate there for Simon that apex. He maybe have got contact with Billy Misu. I'm not sure what's happened there between them. But Billy Misu, P3 at the moment in the Mercedes, maybe looking to get 2 podiums in a row here. And get a succession here, as Tabitoptex is P4 at the moment with a 3-second time penalty, which he's just picked up this lap. But that was a tense battle, nearly 3 wide in 2 corners. So he's 2-3 wide in 2 corners nearly.
It's 2 wide now as Chinley is looking to pass Tabitoptex. There's wheel banging.
As it's round the outside he goes, says Mr. Chinley. Easy as you like, you know, and as MRCS on the soft.
It's still absolutely chucking it down. Oh my god!
Heblerino!
I was on board with that. What on earth has just happened?
Did he just go straight in the wall?
Heblerino went straight in the wall and I just saw a wheel off and a massive impact.
Wheel disconnected. His wheel disconnected.
Oh my god.
Oh, Peter drive through.
Loads of people got drive-throughs.
Oh, penalties.
It wasn't just Peter.
O'Rainsy drive through.
O'Rainsy. Oh my gosh, so Heblerino's wheel has disconnected.
My goodness me.
And it's a full safety car.
Now this is gonna hurt Jutsikev because of the penalties he has. So Shortbread could win this, as well as Billy Misu. But O'Rainsy, but just looking, let's see, Eblerino, I think his wheel just disconnected.
Wow. That is crazy.
Lowline, if you went straight to the, did he just go straight into the wall?
He literally just was straight into the wall, wheel off, massive impact.
His wheel then disconnected.
Bounce back from the wall.
His wheel disconnected. His heel had to disconnect then. Otherwise then that would just be one of the most embarrassing crashes, unless he just got contact with someone and just got forced in that wall. But
originally I thought he made contact with O'Rainsy, but I thought he'd come across O'Rainsy, or O'Rainsy had turned into him or something, and something like that must have happened. What? Is he round?
Chinley drive through.
No, he's in box.
Drive through penalty for Chinley. You can't serve that under the safety car.
Drive through.
No. Yeah, he pitted.
Oh, why did he pit for?
He's pit for tyres.
Why is he pit for tyres?
Maybe he had some tyre problems. He's still P3.
Wow,
just
that is a weird choice.
Inching behind Billy Misu. So, DBD with a drive-through penalty.
Why can't people just keep their delta low?
Chinley is now, I believe, just served his drive-through, but no, you can't serve drive-through penalties actually under the safety car. So that means then Mr. Chinley, because of penalty, need to be faster.
He won't be able to serve it. He'll get DQ'd.
Oh, so Judzy gets pitted because of this penalty. That is very interesting pick, but good luck there, Judzy Kev, because you've just got about 2 laps to try and pull up to go 2 places ahead. And a 3-second Debla's been disqualified for ignoring yellow flags. So what in the world is going on in this race? And
I'm
here's
just
the
on board
penalties.
with MRCS on the soft, by the way, and it's a very interesting choice. He's not going to catch up with the field. He's on the softs, and his car won't turn in.
His car just don't want to turn. Bono.
He doesn't want to turn.
Bono, the car doesn't want to turn. Bono, the tyres.
Bono, my tyres are cold.
Oh my days.
What a silly choice.
This is Russia 2021 scenario.
It is. Literally. And thing is that a lapped car? That is a lapped car. He's been lapped by a Haas.
He's 1 minute and 46 seconds and 1 minute 46 seconds and 7/10 behind our Peter.
Oh no.
What has MRCS done?
Oh, MRCS, from the highs you had last time out, you've gone from high to low, from low to high, big man. When is the safety car going to be in? I mean, you've only got
Next
one more lap?
This lap.
He's going to have 2 laps to overtake Billy Meese and Shortbread. They're going to put up a hell of a fight, so...
She's got it,
Good JMB Surreal will be on for a podium here.
Oh. If JMB Shaw picks up a podium, then that's going to just be an absolutely amazing result for JMB. Because JMB Shaw, remember, he's not having a great season, but he's in P6 right now with no penalties. This man really does not get penalties in Gavra racing. He is very, very unlikely, and I get that, but this is just an absolute chaotic race at the moment. Calamity. So at the moment, O'Rainsy, it has to serve that drive-through penalty. So safety car probably going to be in this lap, but let's see. It's now going to be a battle between Billy Meese
and is that, by the way, is that MRCS in the pit lane? Is he going on to Inter?
Goes on the hards. He's on the softs. Are you kidding?
What is he doing? I'm so... Oh, I feel bad. What are you doing, MRCS, lad? What are you doing?
I don't know what is MRCS doing there, but...
He's 2 minutes behind everyone. I mean... No, not even everyone. He's 2 minutes behind our Peter. And our Peter is 57 seconds behind Matza. He's been lapped twice by Matza. On the verge of being lapped 3 times.
As our shortbread now is going to be, being the de facto safety car. Two safety cars in 2 races here for the weekend league, as MRCS have DNF'd.
Yeah, I mean it was gonna happen eventually.
This is gonna be a very interesting
I think he's crashed on purpose, actually.
Well, yeah, maybe. I don't know. I'm not sure what's happened to him there, but maybe.
But anyway.
Yeah. Shortbread now gonna be left there. Is there someone spinning? Chinley. Oh, he's serving his drive-through. Drive-through
Drive-through, yeah, of course.
So let's see, Jutsikev, what can he do? He's on 1 lap with old tyres. He's 10 laps, fresher tyres. That Billy Meese.
But he's just not closed in. Chinley retires in the pit lane.
Wow.
I'm not sure why, because he still would have got points anyway.
So at the moment, we're just looking at...
Oh, and Jutsikev. He's going to go for a move, but just backs out on it. Oh. Oh. That was close. A lot of lock-ups.
I think he's giving up on going for the record for the slowest time. Oh, yeah, maybe. But just look how close Jutikev is. He's just pushing him round the corners here, round Sochi, and now it's looking very unlikely he's gonna get this podium, this result. But JB Cyril is probably gonna be in here for a podium, and
It'll be
at
tight.
the
It'll be
moment,
tight. Let me just
he
have a
is
look for the
gonna
gap
get
to
it.
leader. Ooh. No, he's not.
He's about two.
Oh, he is.
Yeah, I
He'll
was
got it.
calculating the gap to Jutsikev, Tabi Dopdex. So at the moment, he is around 1.67 seconds behind the Red Bull of Jutsikev and Tabi Dopdex. So now, JMP Sharu is now 2.2. So now this is now gonna get very close. Tabi Dopdex, going a bit wide there, but it's around 1 second, so JMB Suru is going to get 1 second here to be on the podium. Can JMB Suru do it? It's 2 seconds now, so now he just needs to stay in 3 seconds, as now it's 2.1, as now Rainsy looking now on Tabi Dobdeck, so now this is just absolutely sorry, as it's absolutely crucial. I'm just looking at gap to leader. Yes, so at the moment JMB Cyril is about 1.3 just looking at it, he's 2.4 seconds behind, so now he has got JMB Cyril spun!
Oh! No!
No!
No! No!
No!
JMB surreal! Oh, that is surreal!
Oh no, that is so unfortunate. Tabby
and Tabby gets a 3 seconds as well. Oh, I feel so bad, man.
No, but yet, but so unfortunate, man.
That's unfortunate for the Alpha Tauri.
But Shortbread now is going to be starting to make the final corners. Jutsikev is not going to be able to get any positions, but I'm not sure if that's going to be it's going to be a podium if the other racers won't finish. Yes, as Shortbread takes up the fastest lap. That's already 20-second time penalty for not to not serve that drive penalty. So it's gonna be Shortbread taking the win for Billy Misu from about 13th on the grid to second. That's a fantastic race for Billy Misu. Jutsikev third, Matt's and Sona Apex House bringing a bag of great points, as Low Lion's going to be leaving us now. Goodbye, Low Lion. Have a great evening.
Thanks everyone for tuning into the stream and obviously watching us commentate. Have a great rest of your evening.
Yeah, so as now JB Cyril, probably one of the most biggest disappointments. He could have gone a podium, but unfortunately he's been denied of a great evening for him. He's spun, but he's P7 for him. DBD collecting great points, as he's gonna get P9 in the pits. Bit of a Michael Schumacher moment. DBD 20 seconds for not serving that driver, but still he's gonna get P9. As that was a fantastic race by Peter. Now through the final bits of corners he's going. Has 405, not bad. Was a bad idea. Yeah, pretty unfortunate, Jutsikev, but you've done a fantastic race nonetheless. As that's Peter spinning out in despair, as he's doing donuts. Yes, he's doing donuts, as now he's gonna be looking, as now he's spun again. And now he gets slapped by the Mercedes and the drivers, as and now our piece now going to be looking to cross the line. P10, but pretty bad race, but he still picks up, I believe, a point for his cards. But Shortbread takes the win nonetheless. But now we finished the race. Actually, now it didn't go so bad for you, considering serious months. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Jotikev did amazing, man. I hope to see you next weekend for the final round. But that concludes the championship story. Shortbread is your new Weekend League 7 or Season 7 world champion. As he is gonna be having a crown on his head. He's gonna dethrone, I believe, who was that? Heblerino from the championship. Hebler is dethroned now, not to the reigning champion. Shortbread's the reigning champion now, as that ends race. So Shortbread, a fantastic race, as he is gonna be on a 2 streak right now on the podiums. Billy Misu, Jutsikev takes P2 as just 2 seconds, everybody. I'm just gonna send in the results for the race, but yeah, so Billy Misu, Jutsikev, Matza, Simon that Apex, Tabby Dobdex, JM Pisuro denied but 7th on the grid, 15th on the grid to 7th. Fantastic from him. O'Rainsy, DBD, RP to take the top 10. Chinley, 2 laps down. MRCS De Hablerino and Joshi are the retirees for this Grand Prix. And boy, oh boy, that was a fantastic race. But unfortunately, we have to conclude here. And so tomorrow we have got the Academy League, and the Academy League will have commentary with Bon Evil and Two Saints for the Academy League, where all the drivers from the evaluation races come to fight it to promote to one of the main league's freshmen. The Freshman League, the Premier, or even the Super League if they are quick enough for that. Tuesday, it's going to be me and Geek Fusion taking you around Bahrain for round number 2, as well as for the Premier Series and Super League. But Premier Series, Two Saints and Bon Evil on Thursday. It's going to be Tiger, and I'm not sure who is going to take that spot, but it's going to be Tiger and someone else. But have a great evening, everyone. It's been a great race, and yeah, it's been a very good evening. But have a great evening, everyone. Goodbye.